Sit down and shut up.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the trailer.
This is Sparta!
I'll have what she's having.
Never has the screen been so big.
You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
Peter Graves,
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
My name is Roger Murdoch. I'm an airline pilot.
Leslie Nielsen,
This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
A hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now.
Lloyd Bridges,
Johnny, what can you make out of this?
This? Well, I could make a cap, or a brooch, or pterodactyl. Could you?
Robert Stack,
All right, Steve, let's face a few facts.
And we hope you enjoy the rest of your flight.
Julie Haggerty,
By the way, is there anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane?
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Robert Hayes,
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here. Down. Get a hold of yourself.
Please, let me handle this.
I've got to get
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Don't be one on the phone. Everything's been told.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
Mayday! Mayday!
All right, now everybody, get in crash positions.
the most incredible adventure the screen has ever created.
He's coming right at us!
The big news is Airplane.
Welcome to another installment of the Screen Squad podcast. Oh, COVID again? You're dying? So I no longer have COVID.
I got it though.
Yeah.
I don't have it either.
But yeah, I got
It's 2 out of 3 have already gone through it. The last one's going through it.
Fucking blows, bro.
It's
It's
everywhere
3 out
now.
of 3 now.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
So 100% survival rate?
I don't know.
Why is the country still closed? I don't get it. Whatever.
You got to protect that 1% of people that die.
Get out of here. Tell them to stay in their houses.
Everyone's important. Everybody's important when it comes to COVID. Everybody has to be protected.
Yeah, but they got to stay home then.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
Not us.
Except the bloomin' Irish.
But
So
see,
I know somebody who has been in hiding the whole time,
and they have COVID.
and he got COVID.
Yeah, see,
So-
it doesn't
I
discriminate.
mean, he got
anyone-
the disease that we can't speak
Yeah,
about.
everyone got the cough video. No, but it's weird
Man, I
because
can't even see your eyes.
But it affects everyone differently. That's the weird.
Anyways.
thing. Yeah. Well, as you can see, the movie we're talking about. On a lighter note, we're talking about one of the very first spoof movies by the Zucker brothers.
Hey, you know those emojis that you can make on your Apple?
Airplane,
Of, like you talking?
Yeah.
But it's like
Uh-huh.
of you?
Yeah.
That's what Vinny looks like right now.
Oh, thanks, because those are cute and adorable.
Well, because it's so bright in your face.
Yeah, your face.
Your
Again, only you see that. The camera
okay.
doesn't catch that. So don't bring stuff up that only you can see.
I'm just saying.
No one else can see it.
I'm sweating.
Because you got the vid. You got that vid and you dying. And
Oh, man.
and you're
I
real.
felt like
and
I
you're- and
felt
you're
like I
real
was
fat.
dying for a bit.
Yeah, I know how it feels.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Mine was like have you ever had like like a seizure? Felt
No.
like that.
no.
Oh, dude, I was shaking for like good 4 or 5 hours.
Never had a seizure.
Oh, okay, well,
Not yet. Never say never.
nice, a Bieber song, sweet.
No, it's a James Bond movie.
It's
a Bieber song.
It's a song from Karate Kid, the remake. No, but we are talking about Airplane. Airplane.
Aeropuerto.
The movie that I thought was after Top Secret, but apparently predates Top Secret by 4 years.
Predates all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's like one of the start of the spoof movies,
It's the original.
and still pretty funny. Still pretty funny when you watch it.
First one's solid.
Yeah, it's
First one
like
is solid.
you could see how a lot of these jokes are reused in later movies. The difference being Top Secret is way different than this movie. They don't use the same type of jokes. But then later
It's a
on,
different type of movie. Though.
yeah. But later on in other types of movies, like in other spoof movies that you see a lot of these recurring jokes over and over again. But it was a spoof on. I guess there was another movie, a drama, exactly the same.
Yeah, about a plane crashing.
Not a plane crashing, exactly the same story.
It's the
people
same
getting
movie.
People, yeah, it was called Zero something, but it was people get yeah. I don't. It's a movie that's inconsequential, because I don't think it was that great.
Matters.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
really
does
matter.
matter.
No, because all
sometimes
it
the
did
spoofs
is
are better
spawn
and
this
better.
great movie, this funny movie. This movie that is still on the top 10 funniest movies ever made.
But you could watch that original movie and Airplane together, side by side, and it's the exact same scene.
Yeah, it's the exact same
This is Dark
story
Side
and
of the
everything.
Moon?
They so much so that when they made this movie, they had to buy the rights to they had to buy the rights of the other movie
To
because
that movie.
Yeah, because of because it's exactly the same story. 0 Hour, I think it's called. I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm not looking it up.
Yeah. And I don't have my phone on me. And then
Yours
it's
don't
just,
work now?
as you can see, this is a new setup. There's a couch here now. So it's a little bit different.
What was that?
The sounds you're making.
Who?
Ozzy.
What?
You're making weird sounds.
Oh, okay.
No, but they ended up buying the rights to that movie because they were afraid that this movie, since it's like the story is exactly the same because they took the story. It's about people on a plane that get food poisoning, and they all start like passing out, and even the pilot, and then someone has to come and land the plane.
In that moment when those snakes were on there, right?
That is Airplane, and it does. You wouldn't think that something so semi-serious as food poisoning on a plane can be that funny.
No.
And the best part is that everyone's playing it serious, except
makes the movie.
Yeah.
the one air traffic controller that's just cracking jokes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He's
And, what's his name?
Lloyd Bridges.
Lloyd Bridges. And he after that he went on
Greatest.
to do the same thing.
He went on to do all those movies, Hot Shots.
He loved it.
Yeah, it was well done.
Mafia?
Oh, why would you bring Mafia up?
Because he was the best thing about the whole movie.
Corky Romano?
That movie's so bad.
Oh no, that was Peter Falk.
Yeah.
No, but you, I think that was the best part of Airplane is the fact that everyone's playing it serious. No one is playing this movie for jokes. Even with Robert Hayes, the main guy with I Have a Drinking Problem, and the dance scene with spoofing Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever. Sorry, Saturday Night Fever.
Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday Night.
It's still all
Saturday
played.
Night, not funny anymore.
That's still funny. I don't care.
It's on occasion funny. It's not always funny.
Oh, it's never been always funny. It just has its
It has its moments.
yeah.
It has its
always
moments.
has moments.
No, but yeah, like you have was it Unsolved Mysteries? Was it Robert Stack?
Yeah.
You have him in the movie, playing technically himself from Unsolved Mysteries, and
Or basketball.
or basketball exactly. And that's another That's another Zucker Brothers movie. Yeah, basketball.
Hilarious.
But
Don't hate that movie.
since
That movie
everyone's
awesome.
playing
No,
it,
I don't mind that movie actually.
I think it's hilarious. Movie's still funny.
Yeah.
Like
stupid funny.
yeah, and
Oh,
again, and that's similar to Airplane. Airplane is stupid funny, but it was well made. Like they crafted the jokes to even though jive isn't spoken anymore, at least I don't think, it's still pretty funny. It still makes sense. I don't know why. It's hilarious to watch, and it's just
and everybody's faces. Like,
yeah, it's the seriousness, and then Leslie Nielsen not playing anything for goofs. It's just being a serious actor through the whole movie, playing the doctor, and just being serious and delivering delivering one-liners. That's what I think is the charm of this movie, is that no one is trying to be funny. It was written to be funny. Everyone's acting serious, and it just works. Then you also have that the romance.
When the shit hits the fan.
Exactly.
I want to know who got something and just threw it at a fan.
It looks just like it could have just been
Could've
not
been pudding.
set.
Who cares?
No, not
But
pudding,
it's
because
hilarious.
it had some density to it. I'm
Had
your
some-
density.
Had some kakaduki.
Yeah, some cockaduki. No, but even the love story, and even the sex jokes in this movie are funny. And what is this movie? This movie's not rated R, right? It was before
No.
PG. It predates PG-13.
PG, yeah.
Right? So it predates PG-13, and there's
Yeah.
boobies.
Yeah.
For
a few seconds.
For a few seconds, and on a PG movie. And you wouldn't think that they'd go back and be, you know what, I think we should maybe say this is PG-13. I love the fact that they can't go back and change the rating on a movie, because it just shows how that in 1984 that kind of stuff was considered PG.
Yeah.
Less people were offended. It was all considered art.
I guess.
Nobody was offended.
What's the difference between porn and art? Government grants.
Of course, he brought it up.
Yeah. Always. Never. We can never get away from the pronos with Ozzy. Always has to talk about that kind of stuff. No, but
Is that what you're doing now?
he's
Porn?
looking. He's on the season.
Always.
That's how he passed the quarantine alone for 10 days in a room.
10 days in a row.
It's actually day 9, by the way.
It got to the point where it was like, I'm just watching it for the story. Like, I'm trying to see who the good actors are, and I'm gonna make a list.
Don't give us your list.
Yeah, please don't.
No, because most guys who were pretty decent actors kind of gave up on it. So there's less good female actresses.
Anyway, airplane.
Scene. No, but
It's a boobies.
no, but this movie does really really does work on. It runs on all cylinders. Seriously, like from the very beginning, when you see his name is the main guy is not Ted Stryker, right?
Yeah, it is Ted
Okay.
Stryker.
What is Robert Stack's name in the movie?
I don't remember.
Roger? Over.
No, and
Victor?
that's another thing. When they break the fourth wall with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, that's so good.
That is another funny. Like, even though it's like you have to know, I don't know anything about sports ball, but you have like the little boy calling out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to the point where it's I'm Roger.
What about the pilot asking him if he'd ever seen a nude man?
That was you ever seen a man nude? You ever been to a Turkish prison? Like all that stuff, and that's awkward when the kid is just like. To have that written in the movie in the 1980s, it's and it's very awkward, but yet I laugh and it's funny.
Yeah, because it's not like awkward in a bad way. It's just
No, it's
funny.
awkward in a bad way. It's awkward, but it's funny.
And the guy says it like straight up.
That's why, because he's playing it deadpan and it works. You ever seen a grown man naked? And then you have the autopilot, which is just an inflatable dummy. Then the stewardess has to re-inflate the dummy. And then they're both... See, it's just like they use sex jokes. They use boobs. They use poop. They use all this stuff in a movie. And it still feels like it wasn't overused at that time. Like, you know how like when you watch a movie now, like a parody movie, especially like a scary movie or an epic movie,
Yeah.
or
Epic movie.
you know, especially with some of those movies where some of the jokes feel like they're being reused too much in a movie, or or they really feel dated. Something about Airplane doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, they didn't use anything that would be considered like topical. It's just situational. It's all situational.
Yeah.
If you go too topical, then you risk having like, you know, having the joke lost in time.
Yeah. And it doesn't lose it. Like I can go back and watch Scary
like a Monica
Movie.
Lewinsky joke.
I can go watch Scary Movie. I can go watch any of the Zucker Brothers scary movies. Maybe
First
not the
one.
way. Not no. That's that's the Wayans brothers. Those are a little bit different because they went for the raunchy jokes, like raunchy weed, sex, all that jokes. But I'm talking about
the first ones.
The first ones that were after the Zucker brothers took over, or superhero movie, or again epic movie, epic movie, or like any of those like after the fact. A lot of those jokes in that movie feel like they just don't work. Like they're just like, okay, I've seen this before, or you did it in the last movie, or it's the same thing. But when I watch Airplane, it does it like you said, it is situational, and it's the way it's being delivered. The characters in other parody movies in the later years, not the beginning ones, they feel like they're trying to go for laughs. Like even when you watch Top Secret, which is another movie that I think still holds up, and
Hot Shots,
the Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part D, right?
Top Harley.
All those movies are still funny, and because I feel like they're not reusing jokes or reusing gags in those movies. Just like here, Airplane. Although I don't think I've seen Airplane 2.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, that's the one in space.
Yeah, I don't
Will
remember.
Shatner.
I don't
That's the
remember.
shuttle.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, yeah,
Will
Will
Shatner.
Shatner.
No, I don't remember that one. I do remember a lot about this movie, the Airplane, the first Airplane.
Well, the Zuckers hate the second one.
They didn't. Jim Abramson.
No, they're not involved in
because
it.
they didn't. Because this first one, all three of them directed. All three writers directed this movie, right? The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the director of this one went on to do Top Secret and do like those movies. And you feel the difference between those type of movies versus the newer parody movies that aren't as good or aren't as strong, because it just feels like a reused from the other movies. But I think this movie has. I hadn't seen this movie. Hadn't seen Airplane in such a long time. Like the rewatch, really, it stood out. How well done the jokes were, and how no one was. It wasn't like they were trying to pause to make sure people were laughing or like any of that. Like some of it felt very like they were just shooting. Like when they were just talking, people were just shooting out like the one-liners, but it wasn't like that. It was just like, it was all well placed comedy, and it does work. It works very well, and I can see why AFI put it in the top 10 comedies of all time.
Yeah.
All right,
It's a great movie. Yeah.
all right.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
Good commentary, so.
It's one of those movies I could watch over and over again.
Yeah.
I never get tired of
It's
that.
one of my mom's movies.
Huh?
What did you just say?
My mom likes this movie.
Did you just have a seizure?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what it sounded like.
Well, yeah,
No.
I'm saying that it's one of my mom's favorite movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, that and Grease.
yeah. But Grease is because of John Travolta.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Santa Claus commercial with John Travolta as Santa Claus?
No,
Yeah, it's weird.
is it?
Yeah.
I was watching Wild Hogs the other day. Though.
That's still a good movie. I was just talking about Wild Hogs. I love Wild Hogs. I remember when I saw it I didn't see it in theaters, but I saw it when it came out on Stars. And I saw that movie like 4 times in like a week. Because William H. Macy. I don't know why I like William H. Macy. John Travolta was good. Man, we got to do a Wild Hogs episode.
So bad it's good.
Yeah, it's an enjoyable movie. Marissa Tomei.
Wait, Marissa Tomei, the wrestler?
Any Marissa Tomei.
All right, so
She's not a wrestler.
No, she was a stripper in The Wrestler.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh,
I know.
Exotic
I own
Dancer.
that movie.
That's a good movie.
it's a really good movie.
Mickey Rourke is. Have you seen his face now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's weird.
No, he just looks like he should play Clayface, like in the new Batman movie, because
You know, in his early career,
face
yeah,
changes.
easily.
no, but his
Because
face
he was
changes
supposed to
now.
be such a good-looking guy.
Because I think he just
but-
interchanges pieces of his face.
Wait, see, Michael Jackson. It says, "I got a new nose here."
R.I.P.
Yeah. It's about there. He's not dead.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson's real dead.
Oh no, I was talking about Mickey Rourke.
No, just his career again. He had that comeback with The Wrestler, and then all of a sudden he started taking any movie again.
Well,
He's
after
not
the wrestler.
Spider-Man.
He did the.
Iron Man.
He did Iron Man. He did
But
Expendables.
he was also pretty bad. But he didn't in Iron Man. I didn't like his character in Iron Man. I
He
voted
looked
my
dope,
boards.
though.
I voted my
Looked
boards.
dope.
Yeah, but then after that, he started taking every movie. Like he made a movie. Like and again, he's not Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage can make any movie, and it's Nicolas Cage,
like Jiu-Jitsu.
which I still haven't seen.
I gotta watch it.
I bought it and I haven't seen it yet, but I will watch it. I will watch it eventually.
So, Airplane.
Yeah. We deviate because once I start talking about other
like
things.
that plane in the background.
Yeah. No, that's going straight up. It's going straight up.
Yeah, but Ted Striker's one of those characters that you can't hate in this movie.
No, that's the thing. Like even the Robert Stack's character, he's supposed to be like the guy you want to hate, but he's helping and he's funny, but he's delivering everything straight. Like all his jokes, everything's delivered straight.
Well,
Lloyd Bridges,
even in a comedy, you kind of feel for him.
Lloyd Bridges
Is the only one.
is the only one, but like his comedy, his like slapstick stuff in the movie, his jokes go from here all to the very end to the point where it goes. He's just nuts at that by the end because he's just so stressed out, and it just makes sense. It makes sense in the movie, like how it goes. But the one character that just is being played to try to make people laugh is the additional air traffic controller that's like hitting people with like jokes and
the flamboyant.
Yeah,
one.
the flamboyant one. Like he unplugs stuff. Like when he unplugs it and the lights turn off and like that's all being played. And even that I was okay with because it felt way out of place in a movie where everyone's being serious.
Yeah.
Then when you see Robert, what is it? Robert, yeah, it's Robert Stack's character when he first comes into the airport and he's just punching everybody. Or is that Ted Stryker?
No, that's Stack.
Stack, right? And for being like, I think what was he like in his 60s at that time? He was like flipping around and like tossing people around, and it was him. That's when
men were men.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Easy.
Well, I mean but come
Men
on.
can wear dresses.
A fat dude with his belt all the way to like half his belly would be considered a big strong man in movies back then. So
Dom DeLuise.
Yeah, Dom DeLuise would have been looked at as a strong man.
You know what movie I just saw?
Get outta here.
You know what movie
Come
I watched the other day that is still good that I want to talk about? Fievel Goes West.
Fievel.
Give him the lazy eye.
No, because did you know? If like a little off topic about Fievel Goes West, Steven Spielberg started. Steven Spielberg started. Was it Amblimation? Because they wanted to have an animated thing, like because they were making an animated version of Cats that never got made. They were gonna make Cats. Yeah, they even have drawings like how the cats look, and it was gonna be a mixture of that, similar to Roger Rabbit, because they created Amblimation because after Roger Rabbit they wanted to have a place for the animators to have a job, and then it failed.
then you made Prince of Egypt.
No, that was DreamWorks.
DreamWorks. Yeah, but that was him. He was involved.
Yeah,
in
but also
DreamWorks then.
Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Yeah.
SKG.
He wasn't involved with Amblimation. But they did FIFO Goes West. They did FIFO Goes West. We're Back, the Dinosaur Story. They did those movies. But that's just off the point, because that's something I found very interesting with FIFO Goes West. Because that was still a good movie. And we were talking about Dom DeLuise, which is another person, that's another staple that you don't see. Like, he's in straight up comedies. I don't think I've ever seen him
Mafia.
in a parody. Was he in Mafia?
Yeah, he's in Mafia.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't like Mafia.
He's in the Cannonball Run movies too.
But I don't, those aren't really spoof, right?
No.
But they're good.
Jackie Chan's in Cannonball Run too.
2.
You didn't hear when I said 2.
No, you said Cannonball
Run.
Run.
2
That's it. 2.
Also?
as well.
También.
See,
the only Spanish word you know.
yeah, and it still came out all pocho.
Well,
Tambien.
Tambien. Tambien.
Tambien. It's Tom taking an Ambien. No, but
this episode is falling apart.
no, it's not.
I'm like sweaty.
Well, that's always though. That's what's different from that. You're always sweaty and you're always breathing like that. So it's like all COVID.
So you've always had COVID.
Yeah, you're the you're the outbreak monkey.
Patient 0.
You've carried it all your life, and now it's like it's my time to shine.
It mutated in your body.
Yeah, you were carrying the T virus.
Nice. Let the sunshine.
No,
Whatever.
but 100% do I recommend watching Airplane? Yes. You even now, someone who's never seen Airplane, I guarantee you're gonna have a good time watching this movie. It is funny and it does.
Hopefully, because there's a lot of sensitive people now.
Well,
that's why I
yeah.
was saying men were men back in the day, because now everybody's just so sensitive.
No, but you could watch this movie and know that it was made in the 80s, and it's just like if you watch Roots, you're gonna or anything like that. You're not gonna be. It's historical. You can't be offended. You can't be offended over like American History X. Those are all movies that were made at a specific time. Like this one is a product of 1980. It is a PG movie, but it does have a little bit more of adult situations, and but the jokes are funny. If you're, and I don't think anyone who watches this movie should be offended, because it's all made to play for laughs, and it's not. It was at a time when you weren't supposed to be politically correct, or that wasn't a thing. So
actually, these movies are made to not be politically correct.
Yeah. So if you
I'm still not politically.
So
correct.
if you go into this movie,
yeah, I know we've talked to you about
that. so if you go into this movie, watch like with that mindset that you just want to find something that's funny. Even if you don't think it's funny, it's fine. But if you watch this movie, there's gonna be something you're gonna laugh at, because this movie has a lot of comedic scenes, a lot of jokes, a lot of things that'll hit. Some might not, but it's still a good watch. It's
Would
a
you like
movie.
some cream in your coffee?
It just has a lot. It just has a lot to it. So do I recommend watching this movie? Yes.
I haven't had a coffee in a week.
My statement belonged in the movie.
Yeah.
Yours
is just off topic. But please check out Airplane. If you haven't seen it, if you have seen it, rewatch it. It always merits a rewatch, because this movie holds
It's timely
up.
comedy.
Yeah, it still holds up. And again, I say that there's a reason why it fits, or it's on the top 10 list of best comedies of all time, or funniest movies ever, because it is the originator of some of the of a
Is it Little
parody
Richard all of a sudden?
movies.
I'm the originator.
It's the originator of like parody movies and it's well done, and it's really well done.
Someone's gonna hate me later.
I was just thinking about Daniel Boone because he hated him. Was it Daniel Boone, the singer? Little Richard. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah.
See, we all get off topic.
I guess. Music historians and movie
Pat
watchers.
Boone. Is it Pat Boone?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
singer.
know.
Pat Boone. Yeah.
Not Daniel.
He loved Judas Priest close for some reason.
Didn't he Pat Boone redid one of the Ozzy Osbourne songs? Remember when the Osbournes had the TV show? They were his neighbors. And
I thought he did a Judas Priest song.
It was an Ozzy Osbourne song.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And it was for the Osbournes TV show. I think something like that. Whatever.
Like Richard Cheese.
I would definitely highly recommend watching Airplane. You'll have a good time. And be careful with buying LG C10 TVs during the holidays, kids. Let me tell you, they break. You might get lemons, and then you have a 65-inch paperweight. You have
It's okay. They're showing up today. You're gonna get it replaced. Relax.
If it's ever in stock. They can only replace something that's in stock. They can't replace it with something that's not.
Well, then just get your money back. Get
no,
something
because
else.
that's the whole point is to have a TV.
It's a lemon.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get a lemon from Toyota at Orange. Sponsor us, please. Sponsor us. This episode brought to you by not LG C10.
A Toyota Orange.
Dr. Squanch.
Dr. Squanch. Dr. Squanch. Well, on that note, guys, have a happy holiday. This has been Vinny.
Don't get corona. Goddamn.
You're gonna get it eventually. Everybody's gonna get it.
In a couple of weeks, they have that vaccine. You'll be that's less people to give it out, so you'll be fine.
Wait till everyone gets infected and dies. Different things.
Coronavirus!
Yeah. Okay. This is Ozzy.
You know. Hold on. Before I just want to say something real quick. It's funny how they found how they found a vaccine for COVID-19 in a year, and it's been 20 years with HIV and no vaccine. Think about that, kids.
There's more money in the treatment than the cure.
Word. Again,
All
this
right,
is Vinny.
conspiracy theorists.
No, it's
QAnon, guys. I'm just kidding. No, don't. No.
No.
We don't go there.
Those people are crazy.
But again, this has been Vinny.
It's Ozzy.
And I don't care.
We'll see you guys next week.